Hello everyone. Today we will take up a new unit which is unit C, and from this unit we will start with preface to the lyrical ballads written by William Wordsworth. The Lyrical Ballads was a volume of poems which was first issued anonymously by Wordsworth and Coleridge in 1798. The two great poets had met in 1795 and there was a mutual recognition of genius. Both poets believed that the verse, stripped of high literary phraseology and written in the language of lower middle class, could express the fundamentals of human nature more clearly. Wordsworth wrote preface, which is the manifesto of romantic movement. It is a great literary landmark which gave a new direction, consciousness to the literary criticism. The first volume of Lyrical Ballads was published in 1798 with a short foreword in which Wordsworth stated that the main point of his argument. The second edition was published in 1800 with many more new poems added and a much longer and more detailed preface. It was revised and expanded in 1802 with significant additions about the definition of the poet and the universality and value of poetry. The preface is a revolutionary critical statement from a poet deeply imbued with the sense of mission to free poetry from a hackneyed and artificial style of writing and take it nearer to the life and people and make it an authentic expression of sincere feelings and mode of experience. It was largely an attempt to create a favorable environment for the new kind of poetry offered in lyrical ballads. So, we will do what are the salient features of this preface. Now, it was a revolt against the 18th century poetic diction. Means the preface makes a revolt against the established poetic diction of the 18th century. This poetic diction was gaudy and inane, against which Wordsworth raised his voice in the preface. Now, the themes of poetry is also a new approach. The preface marks a revolution against the matter of selection of subject for the purpose of poetry. The neoclassists considered that the proper study of mankind is man, but this mankind consisted of sophisticated and fashionable people of the upper strata of society. The fops and the gallants, their gossips, their fashionable parties, their love games, all these formed the subject of neoclassical poetry. But Wordsworth changed this notion. Once Wordsworth considered that man is a fit subject for poetic composition and he must be dealt leaving behind a proud record of creative work. He was not worthy to be ranked among the first-rate poets if he did not do so. So, for his poetic inspiration, he turned to man. As in the subject, so in the language, Wordsworth marks a deviation. Wordsworth's view was that the poetry are the result of his revolt against the gaudiness and inane phraseology of the neoclassical poetry. He changed the concept that poetry needs a special language. As such, the language of poetry should be the same as